Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. So, you'll notice I'm not at home, for starters. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I'm on a new bird. So, I did upgrade my bird. I've put in about 8-10 hours playtime since the last video. Mostly just building a base and messing around up in the northeast, you know, getting mammoths, stuff like that. So now we're down here. We're going to head over to a cave because it's time to start farming. So what I've done is I gathered up some poop, did some community service, you know, so that I can go in here and tame these dung beetles. Now, if you don't have forced flyer allow on, which a lot of servers don't, I recommend either a cat or a terror bird to come into caves. They fit pretty much anywhere, and they do quite a bit of damage. Terror birds also have their little flutter thing, so in like the lava cave, you can just flutter right across. So, but I do have force flyer allow on. Oh, and for some reason it didn't want to allow the flyer. Well, that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be force flyer allow. So, well, apparently that setting's not working right. So I'm going to go in on foot. Let me get him out here. Her, whatever. Stay put, girl. I found out that this hammer is broken. Upgrading the hammer results in, oh my god, why? So there is that. Hopefully it'll be enough, combined with the new armor. It's not fully upgraded. But I'm just here to get some beetles. So I brought the raft down because I didn't know how many I was going to run into. And I can't build a tech beacon to scan because we're primitive. And I haven't done any of the bosses yet. So, just kind of on a wing and a prayer down here. This particular cave is pretty easy. There's not a lot to worry about other than getting knocked out. So, that's why I've chosen this one. So yeah, Doom Hammer, it's a thing. Yeah. It is absolutely terrifyingly broken. But I am glad I brought it with me because the flyer's not allowed in here, which would have made things really awkward. And we did need chitin anyway, so yeah. Useful bit that. The big downside is going to be the centipedes, because they're going to try to break my armor. Alright, and here's our first beetle. Only level 20. So, shouldn't be too bad. Bam, done. And we'll take him out. And I also have the smart beetle mod on, so these will automatically pick up poop and turn it into fertilizer and oil. Not terribly important, but yeah, it's a good mod, especially if you're not using the S Plus item collector for all that. I do have the S Plus gardener and S Plus farmer, which helps. But without the item collector to pick up and distribute at a wide range, these guys are fairly efficient. This is why I wanted to have flyers, because I wanted to just be able to grab it up and fly it out to the boat. So instead I've got to run all the way out, drop it off, stop it following me, pick it up on the bird, God, I hate all this thick jungle. There we go. And we've got our first new friend. Then we fly back in, do the whole thing again. It does get rather dark. If you want to kick up your gamma, you can. There's a function for it to keybind it. The cave can be a little bit difficult to see in the dark, but if you come out the other end of the valley, you've passed it. Because I do frequent this cave, normally I set up some stuff out in front of it, just to make it more identifiable. Now I've passed it in both directions. There we go. Alright, and go get us another one. Yeah, so I would like to pull about 4 dung beetles out of here. They don't have to be particularly high level. As a matter of fact, it's better if they're not. That way they tame easily and quickly. And this room is basically just a trap. So, stuff should start coming out of the walls any time, unless this is just an anomaly. Which apparently it is. Normally that room is just full of death. And we've got stuff in the ceilings and the walls over here normally. Well, it's actually quite quiet. It's disconcerting. Makes me wonder where all the mobs are. Oh, there's a scorpion. Another scorpion. There's some spiders. Scorpions and spiders down there. There's some more spiders. There's snakes. The last thing you want is to get knocked out, because then you're dead. So yeah, the snakes make it a little bit dangerous because they can knock you out if you're not paying attention. I mean, scorpions can too, but the scorpion venom is not nearly as potent. I do have a high fortitude, which may or may not actually help. We haven't determined whether it does or not. There's statements about both, that it does and that it doesn't. But I seem to be doing alright, even with having had several snakes on me at once. Unfortunately, I don't have tech armor, so I can't check all the tops of columns and things. Sometimes you will find that the dung beetles spawn up yonder. So, like, up on top of there is a place where you see them quite a bit. And so we'll grab this explorer note, skip the last one. And then we'll go back around because you can't pay me enough to jump in that water. That's just a part of life that... So there's a lot of stuff in there and it just gets really nasty really quickly. So I'd rather not do it without having a mount handy to help me out. Just gonna check up here. Looking for dung beetles. If I made this whole trip just to get one dung beetle, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna need to rehydrate soon. So this is the other side. You're able to see, so that's where we just were. And you see all the mega piranhas and whatnot down there. So that's why I didn't try to swim across. Got pretty nasty just going in for a drink. And then back here is the artifact. Which I guess we might as well grab since we're here. So, one artifact down. I'm not seeing any more dung beetles though. So I'll check up here. Nope, nothing here. Not even angry mobs. It's a little disturbing. This cave has been way too quiet this entire time, and that bothers me. Nobody hanging out in here. Nope. What about up here? Nope, nobody there either. Alright, well, it's something of a bust, really. I had hoped for more. I wanted to get about 4 dung beetles. That way I could get a decent sized farm going. And 4 dung beetles is quite a small farm for me. However, I'm not doing a big, kibble production facility this time or anything, so I think I can get away with 4. However, I am going to need, at least 4. So that means we're going to be on to the next cave, and hope that there's some down there. So there normally are, but I mean there's normally far more of them here. I guess it's just the luck of the draw, really. Anyway, so on to the next, and I'm just going to pause this while I travel over. That way you don't have to suffer through the slow boat. Alright, and we're back. So we did go up to the secondary cave, but we didn't find any in there. This was not meant to be an all-day affair, but I keep getting interrupted, so it has been. So I flew back down with my saber-tooth, and the raft is still there. I carried that one little bug back the hard way. Well, not hard way. I carried it back on the bird because it wasn't worth driving the raft all the way around for one. So, and we're just, re-upping on poop. Gotta keep the poop supplies up. So, apparently this poor thing is overweight. Probably has something to do with killing humans, because they drop a bunch of crap. Also, I carry a lot of stuff. I've got a Fiamia saddle that I forgot to put away. It's just the way it goes. I should be more responsible with my inventory, but I'm not. So, yeah. That's just how, I would apologize for it, but I'd be apologizing to myself. And apparently it wasn't that important because I was too lazy to do it, so I'm justifying it. A lot of justifications. And luckily you don't have to do this too many times. I mean, generally you only have to do it, once or twice. Get all the beetles you want forever, and then never do it again. nothing is spawned in this cave. Nothing. Nada. Just the artifact. I've already got one. I can try the other side of the cave, but I don't expect to have much more success there. Not even an ambush. I mean, says something. Not even an ambush. So this is what disappointment looks like. You know, in case you couldn't see your girlfriend's face most of the time. Why I gotta be mean? I don't know. It just sounded like a good idea. And that's how you do that, because you don't want to mess with the stuff in there, so you just jump across on the cat. Cats are very useful. Nobody down here on the land bridge. Nobody at all. Oh yeah, a green box. No. Could have told you that before I looked at it. Yeah, so a lot of disappointment in the caves, which I say that, and then I'm going to have to go to the ice cave, and that will probably just turn out horribly, because, oh yeah, that's what happens when you talk shit. Alright, well, more cave disappointment, so I think we'll call it there. I'm not going to go into the gas cave looking for beetles, just because the gas cave is dangerous enough and I can't use fabricator, so it's just wicked bad. It'd be a bad idea. I mean, I'm gonna have to go through there eventually, but I'm not gonna waste resources trying to hunt for beetles. So that's it for this one, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, everyone stay safe.